Blessings, everyone. I'm in the Castro district of San Francisco today, and this is where I showed up as an alienated, lonely, bullied young man around 1988, and that was, you got to remember, that was the height of the AIDS crisis back then. So it was not cool to come out as gay, or it was certainly less cool because AIDS was very much a reality then. I mean, it still is today, but then if you contracted HIV, it typically meant a rather quick and painful death. But risking death was less scary than, say, spending another day alone and feeling like there was no place for me. And I felt like that this was very much the place for me to be. Because when I was young, no, let's say, heterosexual men reached out to me. No straight guys. The Christian community, Catholic men did not reach out to me. The only people that reached out to me were gay men. I think this is probably just a larger problem in culture, where young men everywhere who we see that are struggling, men of good heart who probably could make a difference, don't reach out to them. So as a consequence, what young men like that do, including me, some turn to drugs, some turn to violence. I turn to here. I turn to homosexuality, because this is the only place where I did feel accepted, and that's a problem. Now, how could the church reach out to those with same-sex attraction? There's been a lot of different theories about that. Gradualism, accepting people for their identity, or for what they think their identity is. I always say the best way to reach out to the, let's say, the gay community, the LGBT community, is just to share with them everything that you know and all of the truth that you have here in your heart. And sometimes what you believe and how you express that love for them is going to be painful for someone who, say, identifies as gay to hear. But does that mean you shouldn't say it? No. No. If you really care about them, do you care about them, or do you care about how they're going to react to you? I think that's what most people are most worried about. Because gay people have, in this community, they have a lot of people who are going to support them in their decision to be gay and to be sexually active and to have a partner. What they don't have is somebody that's going to give a dissenting view. And I think that's where you're very important, because I think you're going to be that lone voice. And it's going to be an unpopular voice, but it's one that needs to be heard. God bless you all. Hi everybody, I'm in the Castro district of San Francisco, and this was the first gay bar I ever went into back in 1988. It was the height of the AIDS epidemic, and it was scary to come out back then and be gay, because an HIV positive test meant a rather quick and grisly death. But that was preferable to, the risk of death was preferable to another day of being alone and being scared and feeling like there was nobody in the world like me. So I did come to a place like this. And you know what? you know, a lot of Christians are rightly upset that, you know, so many young people, you know, turn to homosexuality. But when, you know, when you're in the Cub Scouts and the other boys call you a fag, and when you're a young kid and at school you're bullied and called a sissy and all this stuff, well, where do you go? You're going to go to a place where they don't call you that, and where they accept you, and men that you've always longed to be with because you've always felt rejected by men, and you know, not receiving love from men. So you go to where you're going to find that. So you go to a place like this. And that's the reason why a lot of young men and women find themselves here, because they just don't feel like they have anywhere else to go, because at least this is a place they feel that will accept them. And it does. But at what cost and at what price is acceptance? And I found out the first night I was here that an admission ticket was sex, for me to feel that somebody cared about me. So, God bless y'all.